Alright, so you want to start a new game. We'll pick veteran. As soon as you come out of the prison, you're going to come over to this, to the right, and pick up the nice girly mag. Then you're going to come over to this table and pick up this figurine. Make sure you keep one figurine and dupe the rest. So keep one, dupe some, and use them to get a shitload of health. So much health, in fact, that we actually have no health. We're actually too healthy at this point in the game. Now, as you can see with the zombie here that we're punching, the damage is actually very shitty, right? So let this be a frame of reference for, you know, before and after. So just a contrast, because this damage is fucking shit. Continue through the prologue and kill the tutorial boss. And then eventually when you wake up on the island, you're free. What do you do with your freedom? Well, you make your way towards the first village, the Horn of the South, just to have a frame of reference and to travel back there. Now you want to come to this location here in the map. Then you want to dash around this guy, because there's a very dangerous enemy here. You want to dash around him and sneak, basically. Sneak and dash. Sneak and dash, sneak and dash, sneak and dash. Then you want to come over to this chest. This is the chest. You open the chest. This is the chest that contains the heavy gauntlets. Right? The heavy gauntlets are the item that we need, and the item that will be absolutely bullshit once we get it going. So you want to come to this blacksmith, and you want to talk to him and start the quest line to start being able to craft the armor. So he gives you a quest, you go through the quest line to craft armor. In order to get materials, you need to kill some shit. So basically, kill some shit and get one of the material that you need, because you only need one, because we're going to dupe it. Come to this location on the map to get some meteorite ore, which we will need. Now essentially, everything we just got, all the material we just got, we're gonna dupe everything, right? Because we're gonna need it to craft. In order to craft an upgrade, we actually need money. So we're gonna dupe these figurines, and we're gonna sell them for quite a fucking profit. Now we're gonna sell them, but I just wanted to show you how expensive it really is in this game. And not in terms of materials, but in terms of money. So I'm upgrading this +3. I already cannot afford it with this just normally playing the game. So there's no fucking way really in this game, without exploiting it, to make a ton of money. Right? So fuck it. We're gonna sell 193 of these figurines for about 38,000. So then we would have enough money to upgrade the gauntlets. It's actually really funny, we ran out of money already, so we're gonna leave it at +9, but it's actually quite funny. It proves my point actually, right? It's expensive as fuck. So once again, we'll be duping and crafting. I don't have enough materials, so I'm gonna just dupe all the fucking skulls and bones that I need to craft this. Now, we can't use this shit yet, so you could actually just go and talk to this guy and go and do all this fucking stupid quest and hit all these things in this dungeon to level up. Like, if you want, you can actually play the game. Or, you could just be a scumbag, come to this location, talk to this fucking guy, and go down and you'll see Crushed Pilgrim's Bone, which gives you +1 attributes permanently. And then you can just dupe the fucking shit, like what we normally do, and then we can just level up. But we're gonna just level up to the stat requirements. We're not gonna like pump the stats, so you know, because that would fuck up the whole point of the trying to show you this. So now we can actually use the shit that we have. All of the gear is now ready in a sense to be demonstrated, which is fantastic. So it gives us about 40% more melee damage, 40% more weak spot damage, which is very nice. And now we're gonna test it on some corpse eaters. Yep. Alright. Alright, not bad. Let's oh, by the way, before we test it, pro tip number 1. For some reason the sneaking in this game is fucked up. It gives you the most experience at the start of the sneak. So in order to level it up, you just tap the button and keep tapping it. You know, tap and let go. And as you can see, it leveled up. Alright, let's test it on this guy. Never mind, he's dead already. Good stuff, we can take all the shit. Test it on this random guy. 1, 2, you're dead. Alright, let's test it on someone who's a bit more meaty. Like Argyle. Alright. Okay, it does pretty good damage. But we just need to get him alone, you know, because he's got too many friends and we just need everybody to leave the party so we can just, you know, really see how it goes. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. He's fucked. And take his head as your trophy. Pro tip number 2. Call for your horse whenever you want to get down from somewhere. Because horses will not take fall damage. Right? Horses do not give a fuck. More testing with the big giant man. If he would stand still and let me punch him. Jesus Christ. Would you just fucking set it peace? Set it peace and let me punch you in the face. There we go. There we go. Of course, take his head as a trophy, you know. The usual thing that we have to do. I mean, even if we had a choice, I would still do it. Even if we didn't have to do it for the quest. Anyway. Punch this woman in the face because domestic violence is sometimes okay, you know. Especially if she's really fucking annoying. No, don't do that. Okay, back to the game. Alright, so for skill trees, obviously you want to come into this to get more damage with your unarmed. Right? And also critical hits, because the whole idea is that you're going to punch things for critical damage, and then you're going to heal yourself. So, we're going to test this shit on this ogre. And as you can see, the ogre doesn't stand a fucking chance in hell. I also decided to come over here to the sunken temple to test it in these zombies. He's still alive. Yeah, I managed to capture this. What the fuck? Oh, he's trying to throw some shit at me now. He's pissed off. Oh, wow. He's... Alright, he fucked it up twice. Oh, you motherfucker, you. Alright. Now it's on. Jump at me. I don't give a shit. Bam, bam. Well, bam. Fucking zombie slaughterhouse, baby. Zombies versus fists. There's no fucking chance for the zombies. He's gonna run away like a little piece of shit. Look, in the background he's running. He doesn't have a fucking clue how to handle this. And this little piece of shit is... Fuck you. We're just gonna push and get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck off my bridge. Alright, well, good enough. And you can fuck off too, actually. Let's push this guy off this just for fun. Alright, there we go. Oh my god, yes. Wait, what? You fight like a milkmaid. I fight like a milkmaid. What a fucking cunt. Is there anybody behind me? Nah. Oh my god, I need to push this guy. Like, why? I've seen it happen once. Come on. There we go. Wow, he's still alive. Man, what bullshit. And our final contestant for testing is this guy, Fingerless Calm. I think we have him. Yeah, we have him. We got to steal all his shit before his body falls off the ledge. Oh my god. Yes. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial of how to completely break the game using fists. And you can actually become even more powerful, which is what I did with, you know, crit chance and crit damage. So it's already very good and can only get fucking insanely better. So that's it. Super.